morning. How are y'all doing, y'all? How are you doing this Testimony Tuesday? It is day 11, and I can honestly say that I have gotten the extra push, y'all. Listen, these last few days on this challenge has not been easy. It's not been easy. I've had low energy. Um, I was a little depressed yesterday morning after the live. I don't know. I felt like quitting YouTube. But you know what? I talked myself through. You guys who tuned in to the live actually helped me through my little mood. And baby, we are back at it again. So, like I said, today is Testimony Tuesday. I do not see my guests in here yet. So, let me let Sweet Mom go and introduce herself. Go on, Sweet Mom.
Good morning, everybody. Um, Today's one of those days. One of those days. Um,
Oh,
Yesterday had energy. Today, not so much. Amir's not feeling well, so I kept him home with me. I'm not feeling too good, so
what's
it's gonna be
wrong?
too much, and I have to go see a doctor.
I'm talking about
But
Amir.
oh my goodness, Amir was like literally throwing up like blood, and it's just a lot. Because he goes through
Girl,
this on
why
a
you
regular.
didn't take him to the emergency room?
This
Blood?
happened before.
That's not normal.
Yes, it's mucus and blood from because he has an issue with throwing up every day. Oh, she's
Oh,
here.
his
She
throat gets irritated. Oh, she is
yeah.
in here.
hmm So
Okay,
my
you
poor baby has
guys.
not slept.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
I'll be cleaning in the background, guys. So you're here expecting to work out. That doesn't mean you don't move. Come on, we can move. Do something productive. What's productive right now? It's just the fact that we're up and we're ready to just start our day and just think positive. All right. Testimony Tuesday. Can't wait to hear the testimony.
So I just want to let y'all know I've already worked out. It's actually 8 a.m. for me, but I started working out about 6:40, and I went live on my channel on Facebook and YouTube because I had to document it so y'all will know that I did work out. I got to take my little one to the doctor. Y'all know Caden split his ear. Freak accident, y'all, on Saturday, and they glued it back together. So we have to go see his primary care provider this morning. And this is important to me. So I made sure I worked out before time. And then after a while, I'll be getting myself ready to get out of here to take him to the doctor. So, wait a minute. So, we have a guest. Today is Testimony Tuesday. So, as you listen to this Testimony Tuesday, I want you all to move your body. You need to work out. If you just want to watch the Testimony Tuesday and you want to go watch a workout, I worked out on my channel. Y'all can go watch that video. But you need to move your body, especially if you are in this challenge. Shout out to Glam to Gam. She is actually working out live right now on her channel. I looked at in the safe zone worked out yesterday. I believe I'm pretty sure Simply Travel with Me has been working out. And then we have a guest this morning who is actually in a challenge who's gonna do the testimony Tuesday, but I know she's gonna get her workout in too. And then some other people, Patricia was in the chat this morning when I was working out, and so was She Is Tamika. So shout out to each and every one of the contestants who are actively trying to get their mind, body, and spirit together. And for those of you all who are on the sidelines, who are working out with us, shout out to you. Get it in. Listen. I was hurting this morning. I'm talking about hurting real bad. My back was hurting. My hip was hurting. If you saw me on that live, I was talking to myself. I gave myself positive affirmations to get through that workout, and I did 40 minutes on a treadmill. So anyway, without further ado, she said, "I'm in the chat, ladies." Okay. Hello everybody. I'm just gonna put your comment across the screen, and then I'm gonna go ahead and introduce our guest. So you guys know, y'all seen Shorty. Her name is Shauna. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. She's actually a follower, a subscriber on Sweet Mom's channel. And she's been knowing Sweet Mom for, I think, what you said, since 2018.
Yeah.
She's been a loyal subscriber on her channel, and she reached out to us and let us know that she would like to do Testimony Tuesday. So, without further ado, let me look in the back and in the backstage. Are you ready, Shorty? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, she's ready, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring her up. I want her to tell her story because this is Testimony Tuesday, and like I've been saying, there is always someone who has gone through something worse off than you. And but that does not mean that you are a victim. We are victors. No matter what you've been through, you can always come out victorious. Trust me, you can. But anyway, you got to listen to this beautiful lady's story, and I'm gonna go ahead and add her to the stage. Hey, Shorty.
Hello, everyone.
Good morning.
Hey, Kenny. Hey, Sweet Ma. How y'all
Hey,
doing this morning? I hope y'all are blessed and well.
we
Yes,
doing
I'm
good. How are you
here.
doing?
Oh, I woke up this morning in my car cold. It was kind of cold this morning. I'm not used to that being cold in the morning, but I woke up in the car cold. But I'm on a positive energy today, ready to tell my story of why I don't have no teeth, why I'm in the situation I'm in right now. Is the mic good? Am I too loud?
No,
Perfect.
no, you're perfect.
Is it-
So can you
Okay,
take us from
okay.
the beginning, Shorty? Like, how did you grow up? Like, you don't have to go into details with places or whatever, but how did you grow up as a child?
My childhood was good. Two parents in the home. My dad always kept a job. So if he kept a job, we had a job. We was his little workers, you know. So if he worked at like cleaning places, like he cleaned churches, Botanica, Wichita Garden, we worked there too. So when he opened up his restaurant, Big Mac and Little D's, Mr. B's Little D's, it had to be changed because McDonald's sued us for the Big Mac, so we changed it to Mr. B's and Little D's. We worked there too. So if my dad had started working at Boeing, if he could had us in Boeing, we would have worked there too. So our childhood was good. He taught us how to work hard, but also play hard. So he didn't just have us working. We got to go to Joyland every time Joyland was open. We got to go to amusement parks. We got to go, Six Flags. So my childhood was good. He taught us well. He taught us how to be respectful adults. He taught us how to, take life what it is. The challenges you go through, it's just a challenge. You can get over it by just keep working hard on yourself. So I learned that from my father, and my mama taught me how to be a lady, how to cook, how to clean. I'm telling you, my childhood was great. It's just when I got
Wow.
into my adult years, teenage years, I started rebelling. Like most teenagers do. Got in gangs, hanging out with the wrong people and stuff like that. But that wasn't really a problem for me because I didn't stay in the streets. Once I got into high school, school was kind of hard for me. um, Elementary, I was they didn't have me in special need, but I kind of should have been in a special need, but I don't think they had that back in my day. It wasn't, special need wasn't there. They just passing kids through school. That's how I
Hmm.
felt about it.
Yeah.
um, so school was kind of hard for me. So by the time I got to high school, I really didn't want to be there because I feel like they wasn't really teaching education right. They was just shoving education in our face. Hey,
Right.
this is what happened. And when I have questions, I raise my hand up. They were like, no, you don't ask questions. You answer the questions. That's what my teachers always tell me.
Right.
You look at it, you read it, you answer the question. You don't have a question on top of a question. The answer to the question is already there on the paper. So school was hard for me. So I went through high school. I really didn't like it, but I managed to go. didn't graduate from high school, but I went to college. I got certificate. I went to college, Cali Community College. I was there for a year until I found out I didn't have a high school diploma. I tried to get my GED. I went several times to get the GED at the Dunbar Center. Failed it each and every time. Something with me and taking tests did not go well, you know. Even when I went out for my driver's license when I was about 18, something about taking tests didn't go well. I go in there and I just start marking down stuff, flunk it each and every time, you know. So, but I made it through high school without getting my GED. But most of the time when I was in high school, I helped the people that was being bullied. I helped the people that everybody called different. You know, that's the people I hung around with. I could hang around with the jocks. You know, the jocks liked me because, you know, I was popular. My people had a restaurant. You know, people knew me. I could hang around with the popular people, but I'd rather hang around with the people that was different for some reason. That was just me. That was just me. So fast forward, about in my 20s, I had my first child. Um, by gosh, and you know, it is what it is. I never put child support on them. That's who I am. None of my kids had child support on them. If they was trying to put child support on my kids, I always went down there and took it off the father. I didn't believe child support was the right way to go on on putting on the fathers. You know, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
believe in that. Because I believe if they really wanted to be in the child's life, they would come, give me what I needed. I didn't need the government to help me with that, you know? But some people think that's
Right.
a good program and think that's what they want to do. Go for it. Well, my kids are grown, never had child support from their fathers. All of them are grown. So, but the two youngest kids, their father really supported all of my kids. So that was a good thing. Um, but let me go back a little bit because I skipped too far. Um, sorry, I fell yesterday and hit my chin. Kind of hurt. Um, but there was a guy that we all went to school with. I'm not gonna say his name because everybody knows him, and he's incarcerated right now for the things he has done. But back in school, he used to have the girls bully me. They would come pop me in my head. Um, Pull me down, pull my hair, stuff like that. He was the cutest guy in the school. Everybody liked him, you know. He's still handsome to this day, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I had a crush on him back then. And so as I got older, I didn't had all my kids. This is when I met up with him again. This is the abuser we're gonna get into.
Oh, so
So
you met him in high school.
no, middle school. I
Okay.
knew him in
Okay.
middle school.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, really, I knew him before then because back in the day, in the neighborhoods, everybody knew this guy in the neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
because he was a military brat.
Mm-hmm.
We got bases down here. And in sections like South City, you know, if you're from Wichita, Kansas, you know, South City, you know, the North Side, you know, Plainview, you
Mm-hmm.
know, stuff like that, the little project areas. And South City was the military brat area back in the
So
day.
what do
It
you
ain't no more.
so what do you think the turn of what happened like ultimately happened to you? What was the turn in that? Like what when did it start to occur in your life?
After being on Comcare meds,
What is that?
in my early 20s,
What
Comcare
is
is a place where you get mental health, um, psych meds, um, being on Depakote, Abilify,
why were you on that? Oh, just wondering.
um, bipolar disorder.
Okay.
That's what they had diagnosed me with, you know.
Okay.
Um, After
Okay.
having kids, they diagnosed me with bipolar disorder.
Okay.
Um, and so after being on all these psych meds, I got trapped in my head. My kids can tell you. What was that?
Nothing. I'm sorry. That was my little one. Go ahead.
Okay, I got trapped in my head on the psych meds. It seemed like I missed a lot of my kids' life growing up. I was there, but not there, you know? Um, and I feel bad about, I feel really sad and upset about that because, but my two youngest kids' father, he was there. And then I had good support group from family members, my mom, my sister, my cousins. Um, it's always good to have a circle of people around you that would help. Um, you gotta have a support group. Um, yeah, I was trapped. My kids would say I was there, but I was not there. I missed a lot. It's like floating through the time. You know, you're there, but you can mentally you're not. Your body's there, but mentally you're not. Um, Emotionally you're not. That's what the meds do. Emotionally you're not. And so by the time I got off the meds in my 30s, because I'm 40 something, this is 40, yeah, I was 20 something to 40 something on these stuck on these meds. But I weaned myself up. I had to, because I realized my kids are now grown. I didn't miss the little ones go up, you know,
So you got off the meds on your own with
on my own,
your own choice because you didn't
my
like.
own choice. Yeah, I have not been on no psych meds since then. I have not.
So how do you deal with the bipolar disorder?
I had to learn myself, really learn myself, see what triggers my highs, my lows. Um, yeah, you have to really learn yourself. You know when you're getting a low, when you don't want to eat, you don't want to be around people, you don't want to associate with TV or telephones or anything like that. You know you're getting ready to get on your low depression side, so you gotta learn yourself. And then when I know I'm getting on my high is when I'm very active, very hyper, very um, um, too outgoing, don't want to, want to be around everybody, want to do everything. Then I know my bipolar is high. I'm about to have a manic attack. That means I need to chill out, meditate, eat right, exercise, get rid of that energy a different way. Um,
Okay. So let's get into what actually happened. Since we have a little background, take us through uh, why today you wanted to do the Testimony Tuesday.
I want everybody to let everybody know out there are abuses out there. There's sexual traffic going out there. There's organ trafficking going out there, because I was almost in that. I almost got shipped it out in a crate out of here in Wichita, Kansas. So that was 2015 is when I met back up with this guy that I knew in high school, knew in middle school, high school. He was I had a crush on him. So these people are doing these things on Plenty of Fish, all these dating apps. So I met him back on the dating app. He said he's still here in Wichita, Kansas. Come and meet up with him. So I met up with him. Went to a bar. We met. We went back to his place. We was drinking and stuff. Did not know what that was going to change my life, meeting this dude again. So I got there. He goes, make yourself at home. I sit down on his couch, and then turn around. He's putting a big 2x4 on the door. Boom! Locked me completely in this place.
Wow.
Okay. I'm looking at this 2x4 on this door, and now I'm finally paying attention to the locks on the door.
Wait a minute. This was the first night?
The first night.
Yeah. Okay.
He helped me capture the first night. And that's when I noticed the lock on the door. The deadbolt was a key lock, both sides, front and back on the door. Ain't no way I could have got out without a key. But so I'm looking at it. I'm already, palms are sweating. I'm like, what did I get myself into?
What was your
So
next?
I play it off. I lowered my energy. Lower my energy. Because I remember somebody telling me if you panic, it'll make the situation worse.
Yeah.
Because he'll feed off of your energy.
Yeah.
So I lowered my energy, calmed down,
Yes.
was talking to him nicely and stuff like, hey, why you got your door like this? I don't see most houses like this. What's going on? Am I going to be able to get out later? How do I get out if you fall asleep and you pass out? He was like, oh, there's no getting out. Who you thought I was? Who you thought this is? Um, yeah. So I stayed there. He had me there for till 2017 is finally when I got released.
Wait
Wait,
a
wait, wait,
minute.
wait,
You
wait.
was with he had you locked in the room for 2 years?
2 years. You can even tell by my photo, my pictures, my picture gallery from 2015 to 2017. There's no pictures of me in my picture gallery.
I saw that. I did see that. I was
No
wondering, it's
pictures.
like a missing timeline, and I
A
wanted
missing
that.
timeline. Yeah, I was missing for that long. That's why I have no teeth. Malnutrition. He wouldn't feed
So
me,
wait a
barely
minute.
gave me water.
Hold on. So from 2015 to 2017, this man kept you captive. What happened in that time? What what happened
Most
in
of
that
the time,
time frame?
they bringing girls in and out. They trying to see who's gonna be strong enough to get through the abuse, the torture. They want to see how much you can endure before they send you out.
So what what
Um,
what 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 was being done to you? I know they weren't
Sexually abused, beating me. I mean everything. I didn't have a phone. They took my phone. They threw it away. It's terrible. And then they want you to go out there and go get more girls, bring more girls in.
Did they have you doing prostitution?
No, they didn't have me prostituting, but they had other girls prostituting. He wanted me to be a I don't know if there's a name for it, but he wanted me to groom the girls, make sure they kept clean, so when other people, when other men come pick up the girls, they be clean. He wanted me to teach them things like how to lower their energy, so so they can wouldn't be beat up more or and stuff like that. He wanted me to. Okay, hold on. Just trying to go back, and because you want to block some of this stuff out of your head, you don't want to remember this type of abuse.
sending you love and hugs, shorty.
But
You got
thinking
this.
about it,
Shorty, you never said anything to me. I cannot believe this. You're always so positive.
I know. Just
I would have never known you were going through anything like this.
Only the only way I know is I put that thing up in my community tab, and your comment that said that you were sleeping in your vehicle. That was like, whoa, wait a minute, I'm getting ready to inbox you. And then I asked you like what happened. So anyway, let's continue to talk about this. I know it's painful, but people want to hear one, how you got out of this and what happened afterwards. I'm getting ready to upload some photos. That's what I'm doing now because I want them to see who you were before this time because you sent those to me. So just
yeah.
continue to tell
So
your story and I upload them.
and so how he treated me and how he abused me is why I look like I am now. I lost my teeth through immune disease disorder, from malnutrition, um, not being fed right, not um, but how I got out the years went by so fast. You know, you can't. I can't believe it was down there for 2 years, but um, the time passes so fast. Um,
Question, question. Only because there's other people watching and they're probably having questions as we're watching. Um, what did the person do with your telephone? Like the things that you had when you got there. You had a
I
phone?
don't. I don't even know where that stuff is at. I know when I woke up, because I think he put something in my drink. When I woke up, my stuff was not no longer there. I didn't have no clothes on. I didn't have none of my belongings when I woke up.
So
Nothing was there.
I do. And so I'm looking at some of the photos that you sent me. And
Hmm.
in 2018, even like you had your teeth. So when you and you look completely different from 2018. I noticed you said it happened from 2015 to 2017. So the
Hmm.
transformation in your look, what it happened afterwards, or I'm
Yes,
just
because when I finally got out, this is how I got out. Somebody had knocked on the door, and he had the board off. Somebody had knocked on the door, and he had the board off. I ran out booty butt naked, gone, gone. And so all this causes me to lose my gallbladder, my liver. My whole body was shutting down on me. My whole body was shutting down on me. So I lost my gallbladder first, and then I lost the right side of my liver. Each one are back to back. You know, just things happen to my body back to back. Okay, first is the gallbladder, and then after that, I had my liver removed, and then I had to have my teeth removed because the infection was all through my whole body. It's not my teeth was bad. I had good teeth, beautiful teeth. It's just the infection
yeah.
was in my body.
And so that was from, was it from the malnutrition from
Yeah,
being,
being malnutrition. Yep.
so he didn't feed you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Nope.
So,
Um, in
so,
2000
so when
and
you got, so when you got away from him, did
mhm.
you contact authorities?
Yes, I did. Yes, I
And
did.
what actually happened?
When I contacted authorities, I told my story. They was investigating it, and finally they got him picked up on messing with a minor. And then when he got to jail, I'm gonna say allegedly he squealed on everybody else that was in the ring, and 36, I believe 36 people end up being arrested here in Wichita, Kansas, for sex trafficking and organ trafficking. It was a big sting.
Okay. So this is an article you actually sent to me
Hmm.
about the S trafficking sting in Wichita leads to arrest. Um, it just talk about it led to multiple arrests. So how many
Hmm.
people do you remember during this time that was in? Was he the leader of the?
No, he was not the leader. He was not the leader. He just knew a lot of people that was on the strip. And Broadway is where all the prostitutes and the homeless go. So he know how to snatch them up for them. He just knew where.
So were you the first girl or?
No, I was not the first. I was not the last. I'm sorry to say that.
Oh, he was. Wait, Sonia, were you in a relationship at the time when this happened to you?
No, I was not. I was just had left my kid's father's house. We had broke up. We was no longer together. Two youngest was in high school already. Um, so I feel like I was free. Feel like I was going to be moving on to doing different things in life. Finally learning my bipolar disorder. Finally learning myself at this time. I was even getting more spiritual at this time for this guy to. And he knew all this. I was getting more spiritual. He can quote the Bible, girl. He can quote everything from the Bible. Very act like he was a very spiritual man.
So he fooled
So
you.
Hmm.
since that time period, have you gotten therapy for the incident? Because that's very traumatic. Not only are you trying to deal with bipolar disorder, now you have this additional trauma. Have you gone through therapy?
Yes, I have seen therapy.
Okay.
Yep,
And
yep,
where
yep.
was your family and children, and were they looking for you during this time?
My children was with their father. And yes, people was looking for me. They was calling me, but I was the type of person that always, my phone, I'm just weird about phones. Like right now, I don't have a phone service. You couldn't call me if you wanted to. But I always been like that. Some point in times in my life, I didn't have a phone. Some point in times I did have a phone. So it wasn't, and then as a kid, I mean, as a young teenager, young adult, I always left. I went to Colorado a couple of times and came back. People knew that I came and go with my bipolar because I just get up and go. So they was kind of worried if 2 years was too long for, it was
Was
like,
there a
okay, something's
missing?
wrong. This is
Did
two
your
years. It's too
family
long.
put a missing person report on you? Because I know if I were to go missing for 3 days, which
Mhm.
that's too long, there
Mhm.
would be a missing there would be a missing persons report from
Mhm.
my family because I keep in contact with them. And even if I didn't keep in contact with them over a period of time, somebody would be like, wait a minute, we haven't heard from her for 2 years.
Mhm. Yeah, they was looking for me. Wasn't no missing report though. No missing nothing. It wasn't. That was not done. But because some, it's not that they didn't miss me. My people are not like I don't know. When they fight, they don't call the cops. Um, Stuff like that. So they knew I was missing, but they knew, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain
But
it.
what
They're just not.
does that not make you feel a way? I mean, I would be hurt that my family didn't go searching for me.
I'm not saying they didn't go searching for me. They just didn't call the cops on it.
No, like
Um,
I would expect for them to do everything that they could to find you. Like, I just me personally, I would be hurt
mhm.
if they didn't go the extra mile. Do you think it's because they felt that maybe you were going through something mentally and you just disappeared?
A little bit of that because, like I said, when I was a young adult, I would get up and leave and go to Colorado, get up and leave and go to, Oklahoma, get up and leave, go to Texas. They knew I would be in bipolar disorder. That's one thing of bipolar disorder. I always, when on my medic, I always left. So some of that is like, is why they did not look for me because, but my mom said she did look for me. Um, Cousins looked for me. But like I said, when I have, it's with me and my phone thing. I still have a bad, relationship with phones. I do want a phone, but I don't want a phone. Right now, I don't have a phone because I can't afford a phone. But I'm sure I could, there's ways of getting a phone. I could have had a phone by now. It's just something about me with phones, and they knew this. It's not like they did not search for me at all. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't put that on them. I wouldn't put that on them all at all. They was looking for
So
me and
so
praying
no
for me.
so knowing what you've gone through from 2015 to 2017, you were released. That still doesn't bring us up to 2024 and
Okay,
where we
we're
are
gonna.
today. So bring us
Okay,
here and let us know, you
we're gonna
know,
start in 2018 when I met my husband. Um, well, before then, I met a friend. I was hiding out. Still hiding from the guy because I knew he wasn't in jail yet, and I knew they were still investigating the case and stuff. So I stayed out until 45 minutes out of town in a small town, hiding from life, hiding from everything, embarrassed, abused, I'm still at this time. I'm still abusing myself because I'm still not eating right. You know, after the abuse, you still abuse yourself in a certain way because you're not. Was not living right. Um, Everything that I was taught through the abuse, I was still doing it to myself because I was not taking care of myself. And then I met my husband through a dating site. Good guy, good guy. We met in 2018. Got married 2019. Life is going well. This is when I found out I am a grandma too. Didn't even know I had a grandbaby out there. And so we found out we had the grandbaby through the state colonists. He was taken away from his mom. So we gave her a place to stay with us, and during this time we was trying to figure out, I got a lot and getting ready, making plans to build a house on this lot and all this. My
So
husband had hmm
at the time, y'all were living in a home. Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
we was in a home,
And
living in a home.
you all purchased a lot to build your own home. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
we already had the lot. This is a lot my father left me.
Okay.
This is a lot my father left me.
Okay.
Well, left the family. Um, and so
Okay.
we let her move into with us so she can get the grandbaby back. And this time, he has rare coins and stuff. And so she moves in. She steals the rare coins, steals all his stuff that he was left from his father that was going to build the house. Um,
Hmm.
People, don't let people in your house without knowing them really. I don't care how kin they are to you. Because she's not kin to us, but her grandbaby's kin to us. She stole our life. Um, and she still doesn't have the child.
What?
And she still doesn't have the child. He's here with me.
Oh, wow. The child is with
Wait a
you
minute.
at the shelter?
No, 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 no. I'm in a house. This is my sister's house right here. It's not livable. I'm gonna walk out through it. This is so embarrassing.
I want to continue to hear your story before we start going that because
This is
I'm a little confused.
Wait, one thing that I have to ask you before you continue, only because the way my brain works, I'm just kind of like, wait, did you get married after the attack?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I got married after the attack.
So when
2019 is when I got married. I
so
escaped from him in 2017.
so when you got with your husband at the
hmm
time, you had weight on you and your teeth and everything?
I didn't have no. I had my teeth. I didn't have no weight. I had my teeth.
No,
My
you
my
gotta.
whole my whole body was declining since after that. My whole body was deteriorating. I lost my gallbladder, then I lost half my liver, and then my teeth.
And then
The reason why I was losing my teeth because the infection through my body, it was going through my body.
got you. And your husband, what happened to him? What happened with that?
What happened to what?
With your husband, did you guys split recently or something?
Yeah, we recently got a divorce, April the 1st.
You look in 2018. You look like you had more weight on you then than you do now. That's all I'm saying. That's probably what she's saying. Hold on, we're gonna leave in a minute. Hold on.
Cause see, on these pictures, these are the recent pictures. I had lost my hair. I'm wearing wigs. All my hair had fell out. So I had had it completely cut off. The infection is traveling through my body through these pictures.
Okay, we're getting ready to go.
So what what happened with the relationship? Like when you were with your husband, what caused the split, if you don't mind me asking?
The spiral of events. When she took his money, that made where we didn't have no place. Couldn't afford to build. Okay, so she was supposed to take over the place that we were staying at. We were supposed to be building us a house. So, but by the time we got our stuff moved into storage, we didn't notice she had took all his stuff that he was going to sell to build. So he had a bunch of rare coins, rare. It was just a box of stuff that his father had and his parents had left him that was going to help us build with.
So you guys moved out of your home to build. Where were you gonna move to while you build your house with the rare coins?
Right now, we was just going to be in my sister's house, just squatting for a little bit. This is only supposed to be a 6 months stay here, and it became what I'm here for almost 3 years now.
Why do you say squatting? Why do you say that? Because it's your sister's home.
It's not livable. You can't. I mean, it's right. Running water's got electricity, but it's not a livable space area. I'm just squatting here. I'm not paying no rent. I don't have no money to pay no rent. I don't have no money to pay the bills here. I'm just squatting. Um,
So
this is
I'm just asking questions because I know the viewers
yeah.
may have questions.
I feel you
Because
on
I
that. Yeah.
know when you have bipolar disorder, that is
hmm
considered a disability. And
hmm
I'm just trying to figure out how come you're not on SSI for that.
I have filed for SSI.
Because it was determined years ago that you were bipolar. Remember, you said when you were,
hmm
I think in your 20s, you were on medication. So that means you were seeing a psychiatrist.
Yeah. Yeah. I have
You know,
filed for. Hopefully, I get a back pay. Hopefully, I do get
don't
a
say
back pay
that
on
on the
that.
internet. Oh, what are you talking about? Don't say. Feds be watching. Oh Lord. So you filed for disability in your 20s?
Yeah. So hopefully, I get a back pay on that.
Wait a minute, wait a
Um.
minute. But disability don't
No.
take that long. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to connect the dots here so
hmm
our viewers can understand. Because I know disability, it may take a year or two, but it's not going to take 20
You got to
years
keep
to get on
fighting for it.
disability.
You got to keep fighting for disability. You can't just get it the first time or the second time or the third time. You have to fight for it, especially with mental, and you don't have no
Because I
physical to
know,
back it up. Now I have the physical to back it up because I don't. I'm missing organs.
right, but doesn't have anything to do with bipolar. Only reason why I'm saying is because I know someone who has bipolar, and I
hmm
know that they're on disability for it, and it did not take them long. Like long as it's determined by a psychiatrist or a medical, well, it's gonna be a psychiatrist or a
hmm
therapist. To determine, it doesn't take that long to get disability.
Um. I can get. I can show you the part. What is that? The it
Come on.
start with a P. It's a lawyer here that does disability on. They said I didn't have a case.
Okay. So you got a question, Sweet Mom? Because I'm a loss for words.
Um, honestly, I'm just a bit taken aback. I'm maybe it's just I can't keep up with the timeline and the story, how everything went down. But
Mhm.
um, what about this sister of yours? Where is your sister that this home is?
She lives in California.
Okay. Um, so you said the child is with you right now?
Yeah, he's here right now.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. So
she doesn't have custody of none of her kids. She just recently had a child.
wow. Do the fathers of the children ever try to, step up or take their children?
My son, he's the only one of my kids that have kids. So, um, and yeah, he's trying. He's going to court for him. He's trying.
Wow. So what do you do for food?
For food, oh, I get food stamps. I
Okay.
get 138.
Okay. That's something, but that's not enough. Um, and you're able to cook? Like, what exactly do you do since you say you're squatting? I know there's no electricity, there's no.
No, there's electricity here. My I got family that pays the electricity here. So, like I said, this is just I need really I need help. These are like everybody that ever stayed in this house since it was built. All their stuff is here. So when my sister left, she left most of her stuff here.
Okay. So what when the other day when you were at the homeless shelter, what were you doing there?
Oh, I was doing intake for other people. I became peer support there.
Okay.
It's and it's another way of getting a voucher for Section 8. Um,
Oh
it's
wow.
another
That's all the stuff that belongs to other people?
other people that stayed in this, yeah. Um,
Wow.
and each room is like that.
So it's
So
almost like a
how do you
storage. It's
provide?
like a storage.
Hmm. Yeah,
So the little boy, your grandchild, he was in the system, correct?
You look
yeah. He was in the system. He's still in the
Which means
system.
he's still in the system, which means
Yeah.
they do health and welfare checks on a child. How in the
Hmm.
world they allow him to stay with you and you don't have a place to stay?
He's not supposed to. He's not supposed to be here. He's not
Okay,
supposed to
she
be here.
said he stayed with the mama. Somebody just said
Yeah,
that. Who said that?
that's my mama in the background.
So your
Yeah.
mom is living there too.
No, she said her house is around the corner.
I, she just came to visit or something.
Yeah, yeah. She's over here visiting. He's not supposed to be
Um,
here.
what I would suggest to you for real, shorty, and I
He's
know
not
that
supposed
you
to be
have
here.
been, I know you have been through a lot. I know what trauma looks like. You know what I'm saying? I strongly suggest that you get help for bipolarism, and I'm being real because I was looking up the statistics on
Hmm.
people who try to not medicate themselves, and they try to
But after
handle
taking the
bipolar.
bipolar, I'm sorry. After taking the bipolar, this more medicine. Now I got seizures from them.
Right, but I just looked at statistics because
Hmm.
I remember the message that you sent me, and it says, sometimes you don't want to be here, and that is a side effect of
Yeah,
bipolarism, not
and
wanting to be here. And I
I
understand the
was.
side effects, but
Mhm.
um, you can talk with your psychiatrist, and they can find a medication that is good for you. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because you want, number one, if you're around a child, you want to be healthy mentally and for yourself. This 30-day challenge is about mind, body, and spirit. And we got to get this
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
And
yeah.
you have been through a
That comes
lot,
first.
but you can
Mhm.
overcome this. I still think you still need to go to therapy. I think you
Mhm.
need to go to therapy. I believe, and I'm not a medical professional, but I
Mhm.
see a therapist. I see a psychiatrist for my PTSD due to my dog attack. But you know, we in the Black community feel like we don't need therapy. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people feel like
Yeah,
they don't need to go see therapy. That's
but
just the
no,
way the
no,
Black
no. I don't.
community is.
I don't. I ain't. I'm not saying that because I think a therapist needs a therapist. Everybody needs somebody to
Right,
talk to.
right. So I mean, I, I suggest that. Also, you need to see a therapist having bipolar, trying to get on disability as well.
Mhm.
They're just not going to give you a disability check, but you're going to have to go to the doctor for that. It's going to be in the best interest of you and everybody else. Also, like I said, you really need to work on that disability. Um, Someone said they had to get a lawyer. They got paid after I did. So maybe you have to get an attorney. You
Hmm.
can get one to, like he said, you can get an attorney where you don't have to pay until you get your check. You understand what I'm saying? Um, also,
Yes.
I don't know what else to say. Um, Simply travel with me. Would you like to cam up?
Yeah, come up.
That's my sister, and she really gives good advice. I'm gonna send you the link. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah, mental illness is real. Sex
Yeah.
trafficking is real. Organ trafficking is real. Um, I done seen it.
Do you
Been
ever
there, done that.
have like nightmares still? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
can't imagine.
And,
So,
and being abused and then becoming my own abuser afterwards is the hardest.
Why do you say your own abuser?
Because after being abused, not being fed and stuff, I still treat myself like that. I still go back into that mentality like I'm not good enough. He used to say, and then his words play in my head, and now I'm still playing his words in my head. Um, you're black, you big forehead. He used to tell me my teeth was ugly. I had beautiful teeth. Um, he used to call me buck teeth. It's just that stuff still plays in. Mosquitoes are everywhere. It still plays in my head, so I'm still abusing myself with his words.
That's why you need therapy, Shania. You need therapy for real. That's not that's not something you need to be. You know what? Instead, just do the opposite. I am worthy. I am
Hmm.
beautiful. I am
Yeah.
strong. You see what you did for us the other day when you came on and you started exercising? That was inspiration for me. Just to
Hmm.
see you in that position and still here working out with us.
Hmm. And so that's why in most of my videos, I'll be like, big forehead, no teeth, no problems.
Yeah,
Um,
I see you say that a lot, and I'm just like, girl, don't say that.
I have one question. I noticed you told me that you and your husband. Maybe I shouldn't say that online.
we're good friends. We are best friends. I mean,
I'm not gonna say that.
we can't be together due to the
Yeah, just
financial
don't say that.
spiral. The financial spiral we put our family through. Um, with him having his income and I having no income, we was taking our family down with us, trying to keep afloat. Asking, here and there. We figured that we can't do that. We needed to go separate ways. So um, now he's.
I have one other question. I know my simply traveling with me is on. I'm gonna give her the floor.
Mhm.
Is there a reason? Like, have you ever worked? Are you working now to get an income to get out of this situation, or
Always doing that. Yes, I have my own cleaning service called Blessings Cleaning,
right? And
and
I know you told me you did it for donations.
yeah. And
Yeah, that's
so I
not how you
usually go
gonna
in
make
people.
it through a donation.
Well, when I go in people's houses, I'm only standing there for 2 hours. I'm not standing there cleaning your house for a long time, a period of time. I'm only gonna be in there 2 hours at the most. And most of the time, when I get a cleaning job, I'm
Get in your
getting
car
like
seat.
Go ahead, Shania.
the only reason why I do it by donation because I um like the Mary Mays and stuff. They charge you like about I don't know 200 or something, or probably more to go in and clean a house. I'm doing it by donation so I can get more clientele that way. And most of the time, if I'm only in there for the 2 hours, it don't take me that long to clean. I'm getting like 60 bucks, so that's like $30 an hour.
So
And
Shorty,
where they're not, we're,
that you're in
they're not paying high prices to get just a little area clean. And I had more clientele when I had a phone. I just don't have a phone, so I don't have no clientele.
Go ahead, Sylvia.
I was going to say, I just don't believe that she's in a position to work for free. You've got to love yourself and value yourself to try and pull yourself up out of this, Shorty. Your story is compelling, but it's got a lot of holes in it. It does.
Because
And
I'm missing a lot of my time
yeah,
being trapped in my own head mentally, not just because the psych meds did most of that. I'm telling you, when I was on them psych meds, I missed a lot of my kids' time because I was trapped in my head on them psych meds. It's like you're floating through life.
I understand. I'm not a healthcare professional. I am a teacher, but my minor is in psychology. I really
Hmm.
strongly recommend that you seek some type of mental health. Um, those drugs are there to help you. Those drugs are not there to make it.
But
Medication,
it did. It did. That debit code, I'm telling you, I didn't have seizures before then.
you
Now
can't
I have anything triggers my seizures.
So I know I see a psychiatrist,
help with it.
so
With
I
Hmm.
can talk about that. And
Hmm.
some of those medications do have an effect on you, but that's when you communicate with your psychiatrist. At one point, I was going a lot because I mean, you got to know your body. And when I felt certain side effects, I would let my psychiatrist know, like, no, I'm not taking this drug. I'm not.
Hmm.
And I stopped taking it. And then she found a medication that was good for me to treat
Hmm.
my PTSD. So you have to communicate, and that's with whatever illness that you have to communicate with
Hmm.
medical professionals. And whatever's wrong, get you a journal, write it down. They do have medications. Because I promise you, I know somebody that's bipolar. I knew
Hmm.
somebody, my mother-in-law was schizophrenic. I believe she might have been bipolar too. But I
Hmm.
know people, and they had to be on medication. I
Hmm.
dated a guy back in the day. Child, I didn't know he was bipolar, but he was bipolar. But his mood was leveled out because he took his medicine.
Hmm.
And so you have to. Can I get you something to eat right now?
You
So
definitely have to know your body. It's the right type of medication, the right type of exercise, and the right type of food, nourishment to keep your body afloat with the bipolar disorder. And I know this. I know this. I haven't had the right type of anything lately. Um,
I want to see you successful mentally, your mind, body, and your spirit.
Thank you,
And
Queen.
um, the first thing I know is that disability because you need to get an income. But until you can get that income, although I'm not working now due to my PTSD and my disabilities, but um, if I didn't have a place to stay, and I'm just gonna be real with you, I don't care how many jobs I had to work. I would work 3, 4 jobs to do what I had to do to provide. I know it's hard out there. And I don't have the money, to help you out. Shoot, I'm struggling myself. And most of the people
Yeah,
don't
everybody
have a
is.
car, but I do have advice and I do have a
Hmm.
platform. That's why I opened this platform up to you. Because I wanted your story to be told and you to get the help that you needed.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna give the floor to someone else.
Thank you, Kimmy. Sweet Ma, are
Yeah.
you painting?
No, I'm just getting some things together while Amir is laying down. Today we were supposed to, try to be active while doing the testimony Tuesday. So I'm just cleaning.
Okay.
Yeah. I did do my workout, sweet ma.
Me
That's
too.
why I had the shirt on, because I was sweating.
Me too, child.
Good that you did your
I
workout.
worked out hard this morning.
I got my accountability.
How much is it?
I'm gonna make up for it. I haven't been feeling too well, so I'm gonna make up for it. I go to the doctor tomorrow, so after then I'll be on track.
Mhm.
Shania,
Well, I just
Mhm.
go ahead.
so what do you do for the child that's with you right now? During the day, what do you guys do?
Right now, he's gonna head to the Y with my mom for she got yoga classes in the morning, and I'm headed to the food bank to volunteer and work.
So where's his mother? Because your
Uh,
mom, when you walked in the house, she was like, he's with his mom.
he's with his mom.
Yeah, that's what she said in the background when when you was walking out the house. She was like, he's with his mom.
No, she was saying
Going
he's
out the
with
door.
my no, with your mom, me, as in my mom, her, because she's supposed to. I'm not. I don't have custody with, and his mom don't have custody. My mom has custody. My mom, not her, not his mom.
Can I get some napkins?
My mom, not his mom.
Uh-oh. Oh, you got me a straw? Here, buddy.
Like she has two kids. She doesn't have custody of none of her kids.
So, what I want to say, because I just don't want to leave this testimony Tuesday dry like this. I want to
No.
say that whatever whatever you're going through in life, you have to seek the necessary treatment for it. Like Sweet Mom was talking about, I opened the lid. Sweet Mom was talking about last week about her blood pressure, and we gave her
Mhm.
advice like, "Hey, you need to go see a doctor. Like your blood pressure's
Mhm.
high, you need to schedule an appointment." And
Mhm.
then, like we were saying at the beginning of this, well, like I was saying at the beginning of this challenge, people, before you start this challenge, you need to go get a full body workup. Go get your
Mhm.
blood levels checked because, and in your situation, I would advise you, number one, I don't know if you're seeing a physician, but if you are, call a psychiatrist. I'm pretty sure that you have healthcare insurance. Call a psychiatrist. Call a therapist. Get on some medication. Get into some therapy. It's gonna benefit you where your
Mhm.
days won't be low. Like you emailed me yesterday. So your days will be high and you can have the necessary tools to overcome what you're overcoming because you're overcoming a lot. And being
Yeah.
around a child, we have to be in the best mental health possible because those children are looking at us. And
Yep.
children feed off of our energy. And
Yes, they
remember,
do.
we talked about how your energy is not destroyed, it's transferred. So we don't want to transfer this bad energy to children or to anybody else. Um, my heart goes out to you for going through an experience like that. I cannot, I can't even imagine being locked in a room for 2 years and like I just couldn't imagine. And I listened to your story and I heard you say that when you met your husband, you met him on a dating site. So
Mhm.
I see red flags in that because when you said the story in the beginning, you was like you met your accuser
On a
on
dating
the
site.
second time you met him on
Mhm.
Plenty of Fish. So that would
Mhm.
have given me like reserve, like, man, I'll never get on another dating site, but you did.
Yeah,
And
I
that's not
did.
to say that you're wrong. That's not to say you're wrong. What I'm just trying to say is as women, as people, we have to see the red flags. If we can't see it and we're suffering from some type of mental illness, go
Mhm.
get help, go get treatment. Um, I'm gonna continue to check on you, Shorty, because I want the best for you. I want you to be successful. Whatever I can do, I think the first step is number one, getting that disability because you need an income, and then after the disability, they have different services. They have a Section 8. They have the projects, you know. I don't know what Wichita, Kansas have, but I'm pretty sure they got really good services there that you can
Yeah.
tap into. You're going to the homeless shelter. I don't know if you have a Cash App. Maybe you can provide your Cash App if someone wants to bless you. They are more than welcome to bless you through your journey. But to me, that is just putting a band-aid over it. That
Yeah.
is not fixing
That's
the problem.
that's not
You need
fixing
to
the
fix the
problem.
problem.
Yeah.
That's just
That is
gonna
not
get you
fixing the
by for a
problem.
day or
That's
two.
what I was saying. That's what I was saying about reaching out to family member. You know, that's another reason why my husband and I got a divorce, because we was taking our family members down the spiral that we was going down. It was not fixing the problem.
So we want to fix the problem. We don't want to just put a band-aid on it and then the next week you're still suffering from the same situation. It's like
Mm-mm.
there was this lady who met a homeless man in Washington, D.C. And not to say this your situation, I'm just using it as an example. There was this young girl who met this homeless man in Washington, D.C. She was headed to the grocery store and he asked her for a cup of tea. She went into the grocery store and she was like, sure. But as she began to talk to him, she began to see that he had some serious problems. And she found out that he was suffering from terminal cancer. She wanted to help him, not just put a band aid over it and give him a cup of tea, but she wanted to help him. She created a GoFundMe account and they had reached almost, I think it was a little over 500 something thousand dollars on this GoFundMe account. When she did further research, she found out the reason why this man was homeless, but they had already raised all this money. Like they found out the man was a criminal. He had abused someone, beat somebody up. The news station broadcasted it. She had put him up in a hotel. The hotel had let him, the Hilton, let him stay in a hotel for free. And he wanted to go back to what he used to instead of, like I said, instead of the young lady just putting a band-aid over it, she was trying to fix the problem and he did not want it. And it was all because he had mental illness. He had mental
Mm-hmm.
illness. So um, I think the first thing, and I'm not saying his situation, I just use it as an example,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the first thing is to get our minds together. And that goes for
Yep.
everything. We got to get this together and then let's work on everything else. And if
Yeah.
there's anybody who's in the chat that may, because this video will go through a lot of people. If
Mm-hmm.
you have any type of services or you know of any services to refer Shorty to, please hold on, I'm gonna try to put my email. Send me an email and I will make sure it gets to Shorty.
Love. Please.
Whatever you have,
Love.
any type of advice, because I really don't know. I kind of want to talk to my dad about this one, but
Yeah, it was preliminary lawyers that told me I didn't have a case. But now I refound. I will be getting. Hopefully, I get the back pay on that. But I didn't try for. It takes a minute for you to get SSI, SSSI. You
it
just
don't
can't
take
get it on your first try or your
it don't
second
take
try.
20 years though. It don't take 20 years. It does not. But I've known people take maybe 3 4 years. Not
Hmm.
20. Not 20 at all. Um, you were
With the lapse in
diagnosed.
time, and not having
Thank you
you
so
just.
much. So, Shorty, I appreciate you being on the panel today. I appreciate you telling your
Thank you for
story.
having me, Kimmy World. Thank you for having me, Sweet Mom for Life.
I
Thank
appreciate you
you.
telling your story. Like I said, this is all about mind, body, and spirit, this challenge. The National Alliance for Mental Health hotline is 1-800-950. Oh, shoot. What the world is that? Oh. The National Alliance for Mental Health hotline is 1-800-950-6264. Thank you, Simply Travel with Me, for posting that in the
Thank you. Yes.
and you can
Mental
also
health is
text the
real.
helpline. You can text 62640 if you need help. If
Hmm.
you, I guess you're having some mental health crisis. Um, do not be afraid to ask for help. Um, like I said, thank you for being on the panel. Do you want to say anything before we end the show today?
Yes, please, everybody, smile at somebody, send out positive energy. But just by having a smile, if somebody would just smile at me yesterday, I probably would have had a better day yesterday. All it takes is just one smile to show act of kindness. Um, yeah, smile more, people. Smile.
All right. All
Thank you
right.
so
Thank
much, Sonia. I really appreciate you taking your
Thank
time
you for having me.
sharing with us and for being part of um, this journey that we're all taking, trying to better.
Everybody keep up the good work. I'm proud of everybody. Good job, Queens.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you so much. All right. I'm gonna go. Y'all, I'm trying to drive and run this doggone StreamYard. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in to Kimmy's World. Today was Testimony Tuesday. Um, uh, all I ask is continue to keep Shorty in your prayers. If you have any type of help, assistance, whether it's financial help or whether it's just advice on steps she can take, please send me an email and I'll make sure it gets to Shorty. And we're going to be following her along this journey. You have anything you want to say, Sweet Mom?
No, just thank you all for being here. And if you thought you had it bad, there are many other people that have it worse than you. So be grateful for what you do have and pray for those that, need strength. I know I need it. I know you need it. So I'm going to pray for you too.
All right. Thank you so much, Sweet Mom. Yeah, I don't know, I just feel a heavy weight on me right now dropping this show like that because it feels like it's just not, uh, I don't know what it is. I just can't get my mind together about this one. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you get your workout in today. And today, y'all know I got to pep up the mood because it's a little down right now. Make sure you tune in to Taco Tuesday today. Taco Tuesday. We're gonna go live today at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Sweet Mom will be on the show, and so is she. Is Tamika, y'all. We are going to cook some healthy tacos. Sweet Mom gonna cook. Tamika gonna cook. I'ma cook, and yeah. Yeah, and Kaden gonna cook too. Y'all, we on our way to the doctor's office right now. But it's gonna be really good. I'm excited. So y'all have an amazing day. Drink your water. Today is day 11. Pat yourself on the back because you made it. You made it to today. Don't quit. Don't give up. And like Sylvia say, have a fantastic Tuesday. Y'all have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. 'Cause you're just that subscriber. Like and subscribe.